So what I'd like to do is, a lot of people would like to know from a very broad spectrum, what is it that the Australian laws such as the Constitution and also federal laws such as the Privacy Act and the Discrimination Act that form the basis for many people to smell a rat and to realize that what's being put upon them might not necessarily be the law and can actually be challenged. Can you offer any sort of background and support on these ideas, please?
Yes, certainly. Look, it's been well recognised by a number of professional lawyers. I think if you talk just with different people we know at the moment, I think J&B, Nathan Buckley, AFL solicitors as well. There's also now deregistered but nonetheless Advocate Misa in Tevahar down in Victoria. It's well recognised at law that the public health orders are constitutionally invalid. And we have some very, very, very strong arguments around that. Primarily, there's a whole bunch of things. I won't digress into too many details, but the very situation we're in, where the government has basically introduced legislation on the grounds that we're at this time, we're in the middle of a declared state of emergency, has enabled them, through declaring an implied state of emergency, override our constitutional rights. A lot of us recognised this when this began about a year and a half ago, what was actually happening. But there are fundamental areas of law that need to be challenged. So these public health directions that are occurring to everyone, including the mask mandates, the mandating of injections, I call them, not vaccinations, at work, the rights to gather, the right to gather religiously in religious gatherings. These are all breaches of our constitutional rights. So to summarise, there are massive issues with these things, and every person that gets charged in any kind of way or is challenged by any kind of way, be it being fined for doing something or being challenged with their work, can run these constitutional arguments to protect their constitutional rights.